even unzip that jacket for us. Oh, so we have the Giro. Now I can't show much footage because ASO accounts, but Chris Froome, like I said, is going to win the Giro. And some people said, "Oh, Froome's not going to. Yates is going to do it." Let's get into some trolling. Let's get into some truths. Let's get into some reality. Let's talk about some Dr. Ferrari style realities. All right. First things first. Everyone's carbon fuck up at the Giro. Simon Yates, credits Weet-Bix. Sponsored, not sponsored. We've got a 1.5 kilo box here. If someone wants to courier this Moto Man style to the team bus, I think Yates lost 40 minutes in the stage. I'm not sure if he gave up emotionally and said, "I'm cooked, I'm done." I'm not sure what happened there, but you can see the watts were dropping low. They weren't dropping high like Froome. I mean, let's first of all talk to Yates about it, and then we'll get to Froome in a second. Spin to win. Spin to win. Just let me I'm pretty G'd up here because my inbox is getting smashed right now about my Epic and other things, but it is incredible. Froome's just drinking sugar, spinning and obliterating the pro peloton, like smashing the fuck. Like when he attacked, did you see that attack? These guys looking at each other like, what's going on? And Froome's like, "Bro, you guys are C grade riders. I'm in A grade, and I'm the only motherfucking A grader here." Boom! How's them Watts motherfuckers? Solo breakaway. These guys are so gassed, they're looking at each other. And Froome's like, "Mate, I'm in a different race, guys. I'm on a different level. Bye bye. Stage 18. I'm outie, bro. I'm outie." Froome's gonna get a sponsorship from Audi soon. You know, I'm outie, bruh. I'm outie. I'm out of here. And he's launched off the front solo break. He's got all his teammates. You got the creme de la creme, vegan cream of the fucking Giro. The best riders in the world right now, best form in the world. Athletes with incredible fitness, incredible blood capacity. Just boom. You can't really appreciate how hardcore these guys can ride at hills. The wattage they're doing. Try doing 450 watts on the bike. Get a bike power meter, 450 watts. Hold that for half an hour, whatever. Or 7 watts per kilo, 6 watts per kilo, that stuff. Again and again and again. Whenever you have to, just insane. So anyway, so we've got Chris Froome dominating. He's going to win, just like I said. Just like I said, and some people sort of laugh. They laughed at that. But anyway, so Yates, fantastic effort. Looks super fresh. He looks very fresh as well, stage 18. He looked very fresh. Emotionally, he looked very poised from what I saw in the media, etc. Like, he's dealing with things really well. So I think this has been a breakthrough. Having the pressure of the leader's jersey, the media attention, the fans, everything can be very, very overwhelming. But from what I saw, he dealt with it sterlingly. So that's big because you can use a lot of emotional energy. Can drain you. Can rob you. The pressure of the teammates, maybe jealousy, people getting jelly or whatever like that. So just dealing with that impeccably. Simon Yates did a fantastic job of that. He looks super fresh. He looks very vegan in the face. Looks, the fatigue's not there, is it? The eyes look clear. The bags is non-existent pretty much, and just had that vegan lean jaw and the color in his skin and things like that. And even Big T as well. Big Tom Dumoulin, Big T we call him, who won the Giro last year. He's looking very fresh as well. And I saw him playing with his hair in one of the TT things. Like after this, he's playing with his hair or something. I'm like, wow, he's that loose that he can fix his hair because the camera's on. He's playing with his hair, gelled up, and all looking suave. So he looks very fresh as well. Contender. Someone's fresh after doing all that racing and they're still focused on what their hair looks like. They're doing it fucking pretty easy. That's pretty impressive physiology. But then you got Froome. Let's get to Froome. Like I said, no one's going to beat Froome when Froome wants to win. And he's a tour rider. He knows how to deal with the media. He loves it. He loves the attention. He lives for the attention. And you've got to be able to do that to be on the spotlight. He loves having that camera on him. All eyes on Froome. He loves spinning the wind and that seat height low, that high cadence, just dropping every motherfucker. I mean, he had people racing for career contracts behind him. This is a big deal. A lot of riders, they want to get tour selection, they want to get a better contract, so they're racing for money, they're racing for fame, they're racing for status, they're racing for a lot of other reasons. And Froome's just making them just looking like fucking C-grade riders, man. Not that they are, but that's what they look like when they ride with Froome. Zoom, Froome. Audi, bro. That attack, 80Ks on the gravel, on his Pinarello, just trying to rip the bottom bracket out of it and just spinning everywhere. Did you see ever Froome grinding? Pozzovivo grinding. Yates grinding. When I say grinding, I mean compared to Froome. And that's just going to fuck you up in a fatigue metabolite world. This is not 1990s no more. This is Lance Armstrong era. The cadence wins. Dr. Ferrari's right. If you don't spin, and against a spinner, you're going to get dropped, especially in a stage race. That's why Peter Sagan is so good. Another spinner. Chris Froome, spinner. Nibali, spinning. So If you ain't spinning these days, you're out. Tom Dumoulin, TT champ, spinning. Rowan Dennis, Bradley Wiggins, all those hour record guys, 110 cadence, 105 cadence, just spinning to win. Sprinters, spinning to win. I mean, how often do I have to say it? How often do I have to say it? Spin to win. And you see Froome. People say, oh, Froome's doing low carb, and you see that sucking back the gels and the rice cakes and the bananas and the sugary drinks. And they'd be like, oh, he's a keto rider. It's like, what? These people can't even believe it. You know, and oh, you got to build strength, you got to grind everywhere. I ain't ever seen Froome grinding, man. I've even ridden with him the few times I've ridden in Adelaide, just buzz around behind the, you know, and it's just spinning, mate. Spinning everywhere like a fucking washing machine. Like a praying mantis inbred with a washing machine, just spinning it out. And just putting that laundry cycle out, putting everyone out to wash, had to hang dry. Froome's like, I'm sick of this white jersey, I want to have a wardrobe change. Let's attack off the front, let's go for the pink. And crosses the line looking fresh, you know? And it's full moon coming up, that's why I'm a bit crazy. And I think Froome's like that, he's a Kenyan kid from Africa. And definitely I would say he would be affected by the lunar cycles. Because that's lunacy, 80k breakaway. Who's done that? That's memorable Floyd Landis, that is ballsy. That is gutsy, with all the pressure and speculation of Froome right now in the media. Ventolin. I mean, fuck, man, ride at 400 watts. You need, it's hard, you can't breathe properly, you need to do TUE. Your job is to ride at 400 watts, regardless of what your weight is. If you can't do 400 watts up the climb, you're not going to be a pro rider very long. And so that's your job, 400 watts, 10 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour, again and again and again. And if you can't fucking do it, we'll find someone else who can. So what if you do have asthma? Or what, I mean, I get asthma at 400 watts. I don't know about you, but it's fucking hard to breathe at 400 watts after a couple of minutes. It's really struggling there. After 5 minutes, like, so I need, you know, and if I was a pro, I'd need a TUE for the asthma medication. I mean, it's like far out. You know, I was doing asthma medication when I was fucking 8 at sports day at school for a 100-meter sprint. So how is it unfair that a pro rider whose job is to do 400 watts, is it unfair that they get banned for doing Ventolin? I don't know. Salbutamol? I don't know, same shit. But anyway, I'd say we just fucking, you know, finish the drug testing. Don't worry about that. Everyone's just on the do whatever it takes to win, because fans want to see winners. And I saw someone today saying, oh, Chris Froome is tarnishing the sport. It's like, motherfucker, please. And you go to the Instagram account, they're following Lance Armstrong, they're following Sagan, they're following all the big names. You know? And to be a big name in today's competitive world, in any sport, you have to have a good big name doctor. And you have to understand human physiology. And you have to understand that we live in a cutthroat world where 27,000 kids today will die from starvation. And we can make jokes about Weet-Bix and we can throw food on YouTube videos and chuck it in the bin and do whatever, and we can waste almost half the food we produce in the world. But then people are like disillusioned when people might take some pharmaceutical products to do their job better so they can avoid poverty or get out of whatever. And people, that's unethical. It's like, mate, letting kids die in Africa, or battery just ran out of carbs. You know what's unethical is letting kids die from starvation. So worrying about if Chris Froome's on this, or Lance is on this, or Peter Sagan's on that, it's like, don't waste your lifetime worrying about it, alright? I wonder if they take, like, come on, the answer's pretty fucking clear. It's pro sport. Ian Thorpe, Michael Phelps, Carl Lewis, Usain Bolt, alright? Come on, man. We live in a world where people let kids die every day from starvation. You know, that's what we should be focusing on. The New York Times shouldn't worry about Chris Froome's asthma condition. They should go, hey, 27,000 kids today died from starvation under age 5. Why the fuck are we driving Bugattis? Why are we living in a world where we let that happen? You know what I mean? $12,000 mountain bikes. I'm a hypocrite as well. So, you know, that's the world we live in, man. It's cutthroat as fuck, so don't be surprised when people who want to, their job is to win, do things so they can win, so they can keep their job. Alright? This is a cutthroat world out there, kids. If you didn't know that already. But anyway, so it is a fantastic Giro to watch. What I like getting from it is the cadence, the pragmatic advice, the carbohydrates, the cadence, the mentality, being present in the moment, fully present in the moment, lack of self-doubt. Because if you have self-doubt when you're doing 400 watts, it doesn't matter what drugs you're on. It ain't happening. Alright, so you got to have that presence, that awareness of that thought. You're doing the 400 watts, you're breathing, your chest's tight as fuck. You might be on Ventolin or not, whatever. You know, it's still hurting. So you still got to have that presence. You see Chris Froome and the Yates and the Big T, and Vivo, all those motherfucking hitters up the front. You know, in any, even the guys at the right at the back. who can't climb as well. They still have that presence, that awareness about thought. Otherwise it's going to be too painful, too hurtful. You got 21 days of fucking stage racing, man. Your legs are ripped to shreds. They're fucking pain world. So you just got to have that awareness about thought. So that's what the average punter watching this stuff can learn from, is just seeing the rider's face, that focus, which carries on into everyday life. And if you ain't present in the moment, then you're in yesterday's fucking drama or tomorrow's worry or whatever, and you're missing out on the present. That's why they call it a gift, because it's a present, you know. Make sense? So be present, motherfuckers. Don't worry about who's taken what, who's done this, blah, 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 blah. It's just, you know, it's pro sport, it's entertainment. People are paid to win, paid to entertain. Everyone loves a champion. Champions get paid, they get laid. That's just how it is, and it always will be. It always was. So anyway, so Benin, Chris Froome, carbon the fuck up. Yates, carbon the fuck up. Big T, carbon the fuck up. Positivo, carbon the fuck up. All the motherfuckers, carbon the fuck up. And the guys out the front like Chris Froome, incredible cadence discipline. Just incredible. Like he's OCD with the cadence. Just head down. I'm still spinning. I'm still spinning. Looking up, looking down. I'm still spinning. Spin, motherfucker, spin. Kogel bearings in the ceramic. You know, just getting it done. So take home message, man. Anyone who says you got to grind, you got to push big gears. Look at Chris Froome. 80-kilometer breakaway. I'm not sure how many people can appreciate that. An 80k breakaway. Stage 18 in the Giro, you know? Gravel climbs, steep climbs, best riders in the world. Guys lighter than him. Positivo is like a little jockey, you know? Dude's super light and Chris Froome's dropping him. Like a fucking amateur, man. For 80Ks. These guys are swapping off turds. They're chasing, like fucking can't let Froome win. They're ganging up on him. And he smokes them like a fucking Cuban cigar. Not I recommend smoking, but you know, if you're gonna smoke, don't smoke cigarettes, smoke your mates on the bike. Get out there, have fun, smoke self-doubt, carb the fuck up, Wheat Bix, bananas, rice, keeping it vegan. I'm G'd up, my prediction was correct, Dr. Ferrari was right, spin to win, reduce your fatigue metabolites, 10 grams of carbs per kilo body weight per day, Chris Froome's gonna win, and I'm gonna make a bit of money on that as well. Because I had a bet with someone, and that feels great. The fuck, and people are like, Harley, where the fuck are you right now? How have you got all these bikes? And look, this is Room, this is John Bunting. If you don't know who John Bunting is, this is his old room. His old housemate let me stay. This is John Bunting's bed. This is the John Bunting Museum. So I'll just give you a bit of a run in. So if you don't know who John Bunting is, you can Google it up. Got me some stash down there. This is Jersey here. So there you go. From what Thai audience, Chinese audience, check that out. This is Bunting. This is the Bunting room. Got the laptop over there, the little Bunting bed. And this is Bunting artwork. Alright? This is Bunting. This is Bunting style artwork. Check that out. For those who appreciate John Bunting's work, you can appreciate that. Let's talk a two-tone. Two-tone. There you go. Chris Froome just did a fucking John Bunting on the fucking Giro, didn't he? He bunted it, mate. He fucking bunted it, man.